Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be talking about how COVID-19 created a new form of workplace burnout that many people had never experienced before the pandemic. I chose this topic because the pandemic changed the way we work, communicate, and balance our lives in really big ways, to be honest. I'm going to walk you through a few different causes of workplace burnout, specifically technology overload, the loss of human interaction, and the disappearance of work and life boundaries. Introduction. COVID-19 drastically changed workplace burnout for many people. Lockdowns brought a loss in human interactions, blurred lines of work and life, and also increased technology use. When the pandemic hit, everything shut down almost instantly. Schools, restaurants, offices, and any other non-essential place. At first, this felt like a break for a lot of people, but we soon realized that this lockdown was something that was going to last a lot longer than we had all anticipated. That being said, we shifted our lives to online in many different ways, and we're seeing the effects of this now. Overuse in technology. One of the biggest causes of workplace burnout during the pandemic was technology overload. Tasks that used to be simple, like popping into someone's office and asking a question, became now a scheduled meeting or a long written email. This added the level of formality and effort that made everyday interactions honestly exhausting for many. People were spending hours a day staring at screens during online meetings, presentations, and constantly using email and text as the form of communication. According to Luke and Sparks, 75% of people struggled with collaboration during this time as well. The repetitive nature of being online made people feel drained and not as creative overall. Technology was supposed to make our work easier before the pandemic, but since it became the whole use for work, it became stressful, fatiguing, and people feel like it honestly was used too much and not in the right ways anymore. Not what it was intended for. Loss of human interaction. Another major fact was the loss in face-to-face interactions with people. Humans depend on social connections, encouragement, and teamwork, and in the workplace, things like casual conversations, working with others to brainstorm, and face-to-face support were extremely important for motivation for many. Working alone at home took that all away. Canadians working remotely experienced a noticeable decline in mental health during the pandemic as well. Without coworkers around, people were feeling disconnected and lonely and unsupported. The lack of human interaction made work feel heavier, more stressful, and more isolating for a lot of people, which increased burnout and overall lowered engagement for many people during this time. Blurred work and life boundaries. Before COVID-19, there was a clear physical and mental separation between home and work. Leaving the office meant that your workday was over and you could unplug. During the pandemic, people's homes turned into their workplaces. This caused a major loss of boundaries. Many employees felt pressured to be constantly available since their devices were readily on them all the time. Answering emails at night, taking calls from their couch, or feeling like they needed to respond quickly because everything seemed more convenient now. Even though remote work was supposed to give employees more flexibility at the time, it actually made overworking more common because they were always near your device. This made it difficult to relax, recharge, and mentally detach from work, creating a cycle that caused many to feel fatigued and stressed. There is a YouTube video embedded in this presentation. It is a TED Talk, and you guys are more than welcome to watch that on your own. I won't play it now just because it is a good 7 to 10 minute video, but it is in there and it has a lot of information on the burnout and the work-life boundaries that were lacking during the time. Conclusion. In conclusion, the pandemic changed everyone's lives in so many ways, and some of which we didn't realize the effects at all until now. The increased use of technology in our world became something everyone relied on. The loss of human interaction left many feeling lonely, and the boundaries that were once in place between work and home were quickly blended together. The long-term reality showed the downsides of the fully digital lifestyle, and overall just the lack of communication, the lack of personal interactions all showed a decrease in people's mental health, communication styles, and overall just happiness. The pandemic reminded us real life interactions are essential, and it remains healthy to have that work life balance. Moving forward, we need to find a better balance between technology and humanity to protect mental health and hopefully prevent more workplace burnout than was already caused by the pandemic. Here are a list of my references that I used for this presentation and for my essay. Yes, thank you everyone for listening. I hope you enjoyed my presentation, and this is why workplace burnout was affected during COVID-19. Thank you.